The price of Bitcoin and all of your altcoin bags are going to go up if you simply do one thing. If you stop thinking that this is going to be a 4-year cycle in which there's going to be some form of run up going into December 2021 to January 2022, literally, you stop thinking it, boom, green candles. Let me show you why. Before we dive into this quarterly candle chart, so each of these candles right here, it represents 3 months. Before we get in there, the idea is that the market is having trouble going up based on the idea that there are over leveraged people. There's way too much leverage in the market. I could show you a million charts on it, but there are way too many people gambling higher leverage, trying to catch every dip on Bitcoin, over leverage themselves because they're thinking that January or around December of 2021, January 22, it's going to be a big run up, right? All right. Simply, and I want to show you why that's not, it's simply not going to happen, folks. It has a small chance, but it's not going to happen. If you stop thinking it, people are going to stop over leveraging themselves, and then boom, Bitcoin can go up, your altcoins can fly. Let's get this together. All right. Here is evidence that this market cycle is going to last a lot longer. And if you could just consider a strong possibility, and so can others, then guess what's going to happen? People are going to stop trying to over leverage themselves on every dip, and the market will be going up because whales and algos or whatever are going to stop getting you out of the trades, and Bitcoin can finally rip up. Okay. I'm telling you. All right. So let's dive back into the charts. All right, so what I have labeled here, obviously the years, but these are quarterly candles. I'm showing you little ranges and showing you what happens after a candle squeaks out. It often squeaks out a high. So this candle squeaked out a high over the range high of the candle closure. This candle right here squeaked out a high over these two candles here. This candle right there, even though you can't tell, I have to zoom. Actually, let's zoom way in, right? Zoom way in. This one truly squeaked it out. Like if this candle were a fart, it just would win, right? So look, it just barely got over those two, barely got over it, squeaked it out, and look at the result after it got out of that range, boom, boom. And I'm show you also the ratios of how many of these candles were represented in the range and represented in the pump. So this range here had 4 candles, the pump had 5. Clearly Bitcoin doesn't quite behave like it did in 2020, 2012, 2013 to some degree, right? In terms of pump possibilities because of smaller cap. But 2014, 2016, you had a range of 10 candles and a pump of 4. So actually 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I should change that. That should be a 5. There's a 1-to-2 ratio. This one had 5 candles in the range, a pump of 2, right? Okay. So right now we have a range of 4 candles. You could expect roughly a pump of 2 candles, right? Okay. So that's just how Bitcoin moves. Like all of this, and all of this is represented by breaking out of a range. There's another mini range here. What do you think is going to happen? The next move up will roughly hold the ratio of the previous ratios in all of Bitcoin price history. So let me show you what month. So what I'm going to show you next, very important. I'm going to show you roughly what month this will top out and give you estimates specifically on what levels that might mean that Bitcoin might go up to. Flip your phones vertically or get flipped off. Hey, Tim, what does that mean? It means literally flip your phone vertically so you can see the like button. Hit like for me. And you know what's going to help me out anymore? If you leave me a quick comment, even if it's a simple period without the tampon, yell out your favorite coin, Veracity or Cardano. Actually, don't leave Cardano. Leave me a different coin. Lie to me. Don't say Cardano. But for new people who you like what you're seeing right here, hey, hit subscribe and make sure you hit that bell because this is time-sensitive information. Often when I give you crypto updates, if I'm going to help you walk through a more profitable crypto journey, got to hit that bell. Time-sensitive. We are in this together. Smash that bell. Let's dive back into the charts. All right, so let's make a guesstimate on what this might look like. All right, so if we keep roughly this same ratio, we get 2 candle pump out of it. All right, just take a fractal of these 2 and move it over. So let's say that candle closes a little higher, something like this. Okay, the beginning of this candle starts in April. So April to May is 1 month. So these are 3 candle months. May to June, June to July. Most of these, so that would be July. The bull run potentially ending in July, but it's not necessarily July because these candles have a wick. So they start going down somewhere before the very end of that candle. Does that make sense? All right. So a lot of people say, why do you keep guessing May? Why do you keep guessing May? Honestly, I just kind of randomly guessed earlier, but now what I'm seeing in the charts actually kind of agrees with roughly May, June. All right. So check this out. So for example, this candle here, you know, before the end of this candle, right? Adding those 3 months like I did with April to May to June to July, right? It doesn't mean end of July. It could be the beginning of July, end of June, because there's a wick and it starts heading down before the 3 months is complete. See this wick right here? Let's zoom in. It started heading down before those 3 months were complete. Somewhere within the 3 months, before the time period ended, it got to its height, but it started going down within the 3 month parameter. Do you see that? Okay. However, there are some ratios, you know, that are, so this is about a ratio of 1 to 2. This is roughly a ratio, so it's a 40%, roughly a ratio 1 to 2. This one had a higher ratio. The pump lasted longer. I don't anticipate this happening, but out of only a sample size of 3, it did happen once. The ratio was far above 1/2 of the, you know, length of the, so the pump was 1/2 the length of the consolidation. The pump was 1/2 the length of consolidation. The pump was freaking bigger than longer than the consolidation on the time axis, not the up and down axis. All right. So if you just get the normal ratio of 2 candles after this, assuming, so this candle right here does not close until the new year. On January 1st, when you say Happy New Year, that's when this closes. So we got plenty of time just to go up. How much? Freaking like $800. Actually, no. Yeah, it only needs to go up $1,000. So can Bitcoin go over $1,000 and by Happy New Year? I think so. We're sitting in November, so it's safe to say it'll probably be better than squeaking out. It might be up here like at 72.80, but I really don't think 100K Bitcoin in December is going to happen because of this. You typically don't break out of a range that way on a 15-minute chart, an hourly chart, on a daily chart. You just don't necessarily like. Did any of these other candles just fly up out of the range? No, it barely broke above, right? So stop leveraging yourself on every dip like crazy, like you're going to hit the big one before the end of the year. And this market can go, this is even more evidence. You should, like, everybody should stop doing this, right? Seriously, look, this one, it didn't just scream up. No, it did a little bit better than barely closing above, right? And so this candle here is like Happy New Year. So down here, Happy New Year. Did it fly up? No, it didn't. It barely squeaked it out, or just slightly better than barely squeaking out. So if you just eyeball this, say, okay, it might close up here. That's 85K, Happy New Year. So stop thinking this shit's going to like fly up like crazy. All right. And if people stop doing, I promise you, the leverage ratio will go down and then Bitcoin can finally go up. Right. Okay. All right. Anyway. Is that exactly how it works? No, I'm definitely being a little facetious with this. However, this is still good information because I took a poll on Twitter. Almost half so out of 4 options, about half the people, 43% out of about 400 votes, thought this is going to end with a 4-year cycle. It's not, the probability is very, 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 very low, people. It's very low. It's not really in the cards, right? Okay, so it's like winning, out of a table of 10 people in poker. It's like winning, with a pair of 2s or something. I mean, yeah, it can happen, but you're probably not going to win the hand, right? So stop making these guesses. All right, so what would this mean? So all I did here with these 2 pink lines is I took a fractal of these 2. So what would that mean? April to July, end of July. But if it tops out here before July, and by July 31st, it closes down here, leaves a normal wick, right? That would leave you with late June to early July, maybe as early as late May, but I'm going to guess the top of the market cycle peak could be around June or very early July. How high is this? That's $300,000, not even stretching out these candles. So you're going to have most likely a closure above here, a 2-candle breakout, and then that's probably going to be it. Now, could it be one where it actually gets a 3-candle breakout? Yes, that has happened in the reiteration back here, right? You got a better than 50% ratio of the number of candles in the range versus the number of candles time-wise in the pump. So it could happen, but it's not really that safe of a bet. Even though the sample size technically is insignificant, so sample sizes don't start being significant, until far into the deep into the double digits. So statistically, I can't do statistics. I statistically can't do statistics. Sam, that's the most intelligent thing you've ever said. All right. I can't do statistics with this, but just looking at the small information we have, which is all you can do. All you can do is you take the information in front of you and you make your best guesses, right? That's what we're doing. And the best guess is not a 4-year cycle ending at the end of the year. It's not that, right? Now, is the best guess also 300,000? Actually, that is kind of what I'm thinking. So does this align oddly with what I'm thinking for in the market? I mean, let's put this on. So this is on April 1st. Let's put this on the weekly chart. So I have a different chart here. I'm going to put it on the weekly scale. And no, this is not some trading view thing. June. Oh. So came up. Look, came up just shy of the red line, came up just, so this is logarithmic. This is like a logarithmic regression, but I made this, right? So around June, come up just shy of the red line. Let's zoom in and see how much. So two different things aligning. What does that mean? It means the odds of it happening increase a little bit. Does it make it certain? Absolutely not. But the more things independently that align to the same conclusion, it gives you more evidence that it's going to happen, right? So coming up shy, all right, a little bit shy, that's just over 300K. What was the other one saying? Just over 300K. Bam. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Is Tim full of crap? If so, leave TAT, capital T, capital A, capital T in the comment. And what does that mean, Tim? It means Tim's a turd. If you don't like this stuff, you know, and you think I'm full of crap, put TAT down there. That's a nice way to say you're full of crap. Tim's a turd. So, hey, new viewers, you're going to make more money if you watch this video. If you've never been on here, you're going to make more money if you watch this video that's popping up right now. Returning viewers, you're going to make more money if you watch this video right here. That's what's up. Hey, leave me a quick comment, subscribe, make sure the bell's hit, and you just got Timified. See you next time.